Hi guys, welcome to the messy kitchen. Oh, I'm so happy to be back, you guys. I haven't painted for like a week now. So I just went back on some YouTube comments, and like 5 days ago, a lady named Carol asked me if I would do a quick video on how I finish the backs of my tiles. And I said, oh, absolutely, I can do that. And 5 days later, I still haven't done it. So Carol, I apologize. I have been crazy busy with new windows, my granddaughter's first birthday, family barbecues. Anyway, I'm back. So you guys probably remember this piece. This was quite pretty, this one. And I've now resined it. So the first thing I do, Carol, is I copper foiled these edges. I don't always copper foil them. Sometimes I just paint them. But resin and then copper foil. So I've determined my orientation, and this is going to be the top of my piece. So it's pretty easy. I flipped it over, as you can see. I have painted around the edges just with a little bit of Liquitex Basics. You can use a Posca pen, whatever, because I don't cut my felt right to the edge, and then that allows me to keep a tidier edge on it. So what I start with doing is pretty basic. I just measure it out. I know this is a 4-inch tile, so I know my mark is going to be 2 inches. 2 and a bit right there. Mark it off. These are I call them D rings. These ones are actually triangle rings. They come in various sizes and various shapes. I do prefer them a little bigger than this, but they're hard to get. And I glue it with LePage's Super Glue. Now, one thing I normally do after this, and I can't find it, so I'm going to bypass it tonight, is I usually put down a piece of tape over top of it once it's dry, and I actually tape the tape, or glue the tape. So that sets up within like a couple seconds. It's super strong. I've never ever had a problem with anything falling off the walls or anything, but the tape always just kind of reinforces it. All right, so that's down. Next thing I do, and I normally do this outside, but for tonight's purposes, we're doing it inside, is I have a piece of felt cut to size. I'm just gonna spray it with a little bit of, it's called Super 7. It's just a 3M classic spray adhesive. It's a contact cement. I got this one at Home Hardware. Nothing fancy. And I generally spray it outside, but for tonight, we're just gonna spray it right here. I just give it a good coating. Let it set up for a couple seconds. It doesn't take long. It is a contact cement, so if you want to ensure maximum adhesion, you can give the bottom of your tile a little spray as well. Again, let it sit up for a couple of seconds. Doesn't take any time whatsoever. And then you just place this in place. If you glue both sides of it, it will definitely grab quickly. I smooth it out. So normally I would have put an extra piece of tape over that enclosure, and I just press it down. Press it into place, and it's good to go. So these sell quite well. I've sold a few of them in the restaurant in the last couple of weeks. I put them on for $40 because I do the singles for $10, and they sell too. So I kind of measured it out, and it's like one of these is roughly 4 of the singles, so $40 it is. And that's it. That is how I finish my tiles. So they hang on the wall quite nicely, these hooks. They're not obtrusive. Yeah, that's it. So I hope that helps. Carol, if you have any questions, feel free, give me a call. Yeah, I'm more than willing to help solve problems or figure things out, or yeah, just talk through some of the processes. The copper tape is really easy to apply. It's pre-adhesive copper tape. I got it from Amazon. But lately I've just been painting the edges, and I find it looks equally as nice just to run a bead of black paint or white paint or whatever. And that's it, completely finished and ready to go. All right, I'm going to put you guys on pause. Oops, once I throw things around, and then I'm gonna paint. All right, guys, hang tough. Okay, I'm back. Let's paint, you guys. I'm so excited to paint. It's like I went into withdrawals or something. It's weird when I put all my stuff away, I lose everything. My house is really tiny and I'm not exactly systematic and organized, so I tend to tuck things in really weird places, kind of to hide them so that things appear to be quite tidy. And I've lost everything. So I'm kind of in a weird place, but I'm bound and determined to paint tonight and I'm gonna make the best of it. I am so even my colors are not odd for me, but they're kind of all mixed up. So this one is kind of a really pretty smoky amethyst color. It was a dry pigment powder that I've had kicking around for a really long time, and I was telling some people the other night I didn't really know how to mix it until I was turned on to the Piggies by my friend Elise, and now I know how to mix these dry pigments. So they're really quite pretty. This is, like I said, this is an amethyst color. It's quite dark, quite rich and royal looking. I liked bunches. And this is another dry pigment that I had. This was actually a makeup grade, and it's kind of a, I don't know, they call it rose, but it's not what I would call it, but it's a pinky color anyway. This is yellow oxide. Actually, it's not yellow oxide, that's a lie. It's golden ochre by Amsterdam. And this is TLP. This is seaweed. I'm definitely liking this. Another really beautiful rich green. I like it a lot, actually. I like it bunches and bunches. All right, so we're gonna swipe in both black and white, and we're just gonna see what we can do. Okay, there's my first swipe. It's been crazy busy week. My granddaughter turned 1 today, actually. Today is the little monkey's birthday, but we had kind of 3 days of celebrations. It was kind of overkill for a 1-year-old, but that's the way it goes. And sometimes in order to accommodate all the family, you have to break things up. So we did the cake smash between my daughter and I, my granddaughter, and a friend, which was really fun. And only a grandmother who truly loves her grandbabies would let them smash cake all over her living room floor while she took pictures. But it was definitely super fun. And then we had a family get together with all the siblings and the aunties and the uncles and all of the rest of it. And in the middle of that, I got new windows put in the house. I'm gonna go through this in black now. I got new windows put in the house, and I don't know if it was a communication malfunction on my half or what, but I had asked them when I ordered the windows, are they all gonna be like put in, done, ready to go? And the guy said, oh yes, you'll just have to do a little bit of painting. I can do that, no worries. Well, he neglected to tell me that none of the sills would match because I went from old wood windows to new vinyl windows. So I spent the better part of 2 days basically filling big, not just little scratches, like big holes. I still have one to do in my kitchen, and I still have my entire bedroom to do. But I was expecting company for the birthday, so I was kind of in a bit of a rush to get things at least tidied up, which I did. So yeah, it's been crazy. So my paints all got put away, and I've been dying to bring them out, but I said I was gonna paint last night, but I was so tired. It's like, oh, just leave things alone for now. So here we go, Monday. And my paints are back out on the table, and the kitchen is starting to look more and more like my kitchen all the time. Terrible. It's part of this addiction when you're looking at people in your yard thinking, I wish you'd just go home so I could paint. Just go home. Go home so I can drive my paints out. Okay, let's, I can spin. I can really spin because I have my walls up, as you can see. I just don't want to splatter paint everywhere. So maybe I'll just move this a little bit. Well, that wasn't smart. My walls are bigger than my old walls. I lost room on the table to put the paints. All right, quick rearrange here, guys. Just a couple seconds, and then let's spin it. All right, here we go. Kind of want to maybe just move things around a tiny bit. It's fall. It's already Greater Victoria. I've been saying for 2 weeks it feels like fall, and everybody goes shh. And it's like, okay, well, I'm telling you guys, it's like fall. The leaves are starting to turn, and my garden is definitely finished for the season. I worked really hard at trying to keep whatever was sort of looking somewhat pretty. I tried to kind of overwater to try to keep things nice for this family soiree. Of course, the only one who notices the garden is me. No one else cares, but I do. But it's definitely fall. I got up this morning and it was dark, and today it's supposed to rain, and it has that cloudy, damp feeling. All right, let's spin this. Let's spin it. Let's spin it this way. Oh, see, I got my walls and I forgot to put the other one up. So I've already splattered paint all over my new washed kitchen floor. No one ever said I was smart. Well, I kind of like that right where it is. Let's just tip it a tiny bit. I believe I did that. Huh, not very smart. Okay, let's just give it a bit of a shift and leave it alone. Okay, we gotta get rid of that little blob there. Okay, well that was just too easy. I'm okay with this just the way it is. Okay, guys. Well, that was a speed pour. Maybe I'll just set up and paint another one, since everything is working in my favor. Okay, I'm going to just bring you guys down for a super quick look at all these pretty little details. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So this is this amethyst color. It's really, really pretty. It's really sparkly. And I have like a whole great big huge peanut butter tub of it. So I'm happy about that. All right, my friends, I will love you and leave you here. I think I'll probably set up and probably paint with the same colors again. But for now, I'm gonna thank everybody for coming and hanging with me in the kitchen tonight. You guys are awesome. It's always nice to be here with you and have you here with me. All right, my friends, we're happy. Stay safe. We will talk really, really soon.